Good morning, Fredericksburg. It's Thursday morning. Dark 30s, we used to say back home, bright and early. I thought summers it got early a lot lighter than it stayed lighter longer, so I don't know what's going on. But obviously, I must not have been getting up early enough for long enough. So in any event, I am heading out bright and early today, and it's kind of funny. This is the power of a morning routine, and this is why I'm really recommending you start a morning routine. Because I've gotten to where, I made it 6:30 is when my alarm went off and I had to get up. The last few days, I'm like, I'm going to move that back to 6 because I'm really enjoying my morning routine and I don't want to have to rush it. I want more of it. I love my, I use the word love loosely for exercise. I love the fact that I get out of bed, I go straight to my Peloton, I get my workout over, and as soon as that's done, man, life is good because nothing feels better than knowing you've done it, right? But then I love going in and Wes and I having our Bible study time, praying for people time, turn on a little BBC, update my spreadsheet to make sure I stayed accountable yesterday for everything. I enjoy that time, so I want to get up and do it. Well, today I've got to be in Austin, the big city, by 8:30 for something I'm going to tell you about here in just a second. So I'm like, 8:30, with Austin traffic, that's probably it's only like a 70, 75 mile deal, but with Austin traffic, 8:30 in the morning, you're probably looking at 2 hours. So I wanted to not be late, so I wanted to leave out closer to 6 if I could, which I did. So what I've realized is the funny thing is the power of a morning routine, I wasn't willing to give up my workout or my Bible reading time. I said I can cut out the BBC and the other stuff, but I'm not giving that up. So I'm not going to get up and just roll out of here. So guess what? I set the alarm back to 4:30. That would have seemed unimaginable not too long ago. I mean, obviously, if I'm catching a plane, I'd get up at 2 or 3, whatever I got to do. But to get up earlier on purpose, because there's things I wanted to do, really, really helped. Good morning, Shaylee. So it's one of those things. I said, you know what? Here's a secret I've learned in 52 years. When the alarm goes off, 4:30 feels almost exactly like 6:30. They all feel the same. So just set your intention of what you're going to do. Don't think about the clock and get up and do it. I learned back in college days, I said, when my alarm goes off, the most miserable I feel all day is the moments between my alarm going off and me being up and ready for the day. So I said, I'm going to minimize that time. So 17, 18 years old, my roommates would always crack up and go, what is your deal? The moment the alarm went off, I was standing bolt upright. I mean, it was like a 3-second deal and I was up. And they're like, what is your deal? Why do you do that? I said, because I have figured out that the sooner I get to walking around, the sooner I start to feel like a normal person. And it's a normal day. And I don't care if it's 4 in the morning, 5, 6, 7. You got to get past that, right? For me, I wake up really early. So it might be 60 seconds and I'm feeling wide awake. For you, it may be 10 minutes. But the sooner you start it, the sooner you're on to the good part of the day. So that alarm goes off, I stand up, I'm done. Stop having those miserable moments of lying in bed going, I don't want to get up. Just do it. Stand straight up, and before you know it, you're going, 90 seconds later, I got some coffee brewing. I am feeling good. It's a normal day. Might as well be 2 in the afternoon. So that's my one tip for you today. So now on to the real point. Good morning, Miss Linda from England. How are you, my friend? Okay, so here's what I'm doing today. I am driving to Austin because a good while back, I set my intention that I needed and wanted to write a book. A book about what? Well, my whole life I've been told you should write a book. Your life is a book. So I pretty much have my topic kind of narrowed down, and there'll be more coming on that soon. But who knows? That may shift. So I found a fabulous group that I can share with you guys to help you get your book written if it's something you've ever wanted to do. So have you guys ever heard of my close personal friends, Jay Kinder, Michael Reese? Wonderful real estate coaches. They are my business partners in EXP. That I call on them for anything I need. They're amazing. Well, Michael Reese and his partner, Mr. Wood, they wrote a book called Digital President, and it is incredible. You guys have got to check it out if you haven't. And one of the things it talks about is to really own your market, whatever you want it to be. There's nothing more powerful than writing a book. There's nothing more powerful for me right now than the opportunity to speak in front of people. Nothing gets you more speaking opportunities than having a book behind it, right? So this is not shocking. We all know that writing a book would be a great thing if you're in business. So you're like, okay, where do I start? When do I start? I kind of have a love-hate thing with writing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a really good writer, but I really don't like doing it. It's something the length of a Facebook post, I'm good to go. But, having been an attorney, I mean, it's definitely a craft that you hone, and I think I already had a gift toward it, but I've never really enjoyed it. I'm not one that's like, oh, if I could just get some quiet time and write for days. I have to be made to do it. Once I get in the groove, I enjoy it. So that's what this deal makes you do. It used to be called Book in a Box, but they, I guess, to be a little less crass, have changed their name to Scribe. And Scribe helps you write your book at various levels. It's not cheap, but the amount of not cheap you pay depends on how much you write. It's extremely expensive to have your book completely ghostwritten. And to me, since I can write, and since I feel like I would edit over their words and put things in my voice anyway, I don't really see the value in paying roughly 4 times what I'm going to be paying. So I said I'm going to write it myself, but it's going to be guided writing. And for guided writing of your book, Scribe has you you begin with a 2-day intensive workshop. I signed up for this thing, I want to say in April, May at the very latest, and made the financial commitment to pay for this thing over 12 months. And the first thing you do is you sign up for your 2-day intensive workshop. Well, guess what? The day has come. Today and tomorrow are my intensive workshop. I will leave there tomorrow at 5:30 with the outline of my book complete. That's the goal. That's the way it's supposed to be. From that point on, I will have weekly coaching sessions. I will have deadlines. I will commit to writing a certain number of pages. The book will be completed. They will help me with my cover art, publication, hardback, softback, get it on Amazon, everywhere we need it. So that's pretty exciting. So if you've ever wanted to do it, I highly recommend you look into Scribe. I'm just really lucky that I happen to live 70 miles from where they're headquartered. So I don't have to fly in for the conference. I'm just driving over to Austin. But I am going to spend the night. I could easily drive back home. But like a lot of things in life, right, I need to be intentional, not about other things, but about this book. So I'm going to give myself that time to be there, to be in the zone, and to stay in the zone tonight, not distract myself with the real estate deals that are going and everything else. And luckily I don't have to do that because Wes and I work together. We have a fabulous team. So nothing gets left behind when I'm gone for 48 hours. The world's not going to end because we all work together so well. So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what to expect. I think they said the group of new writers is maybe 10 to 15 people. And they do sell out. That's the reason I couldn't go in May or June. July was the first conference I could actually get into, workshop. So I've been on this list for, I guess, about 8 weeks waiting for today. So I don't know what I'm in for, but I know it's going to be exciting. Got some ideas about my book. If you guys have any ideas of what you think it will be or should be, then drop them in the comments below, and I'll let you know if that's the direction I'm leaning. It's hard. You got to live to be 40, 50 years old. I feel like sometimes before you got a lot to say. Same time, I feel like now I got too much to say. I got too many stories. What am I going to do? How am I going to narrow this down? I don't want to be rambling here like I'm doing right now. So we'll see. It's going to be business geared primarily, I believe, because that's where my speaking engagement opportunities are. So where's the next time I'm speaking? Glad you asked. September 19th and 20th, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Real estate mega moms are having me and some other amazing women speakers come in that I'm really looking forward to hearing. I'll be giving one 45-minute to hour presentation and 2 breakout sessions. So I'm super stoked about that. That's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you need tickets to that, go to Real Estate Mega Mom's website and /abundance. It's the Abundance Conference, right? Because that's where we live. That's the space we live in. And if you go to check out the tickets, you can type in promo code TammyPack, all caps, one word, TammyPack, TammyPack. You get 20% off. I don't get anything out of that except the joy of knowing that you're going to surround yourself with other powerful women realtors and hopefully save yourself a little bit of money. That's all I'd like to see there. So anyway, I hope you're going to have an amazing day. Get up, get that routine going. Today, set your intention for what your morning routine is going to look like tomorrow. And if you like to get up at 6, try 5:30. If you like to get up at 7, try 6:30. Ooch it back 30 minutes and see, do you feel remotely different? And did you not just buy yourself 30 minutes of active functional time to your day, whether that's to meditate, to do a little yoga, to watch BBC, to read a book, whatever it is. I had my Gary V podcast going again this morning. I missed old Gary. I haven't been listening to him lately. And he always gets my mind back in a good place again, and he did that, and I thank him for it. So hopefully this has given you a little bit of a lift this morning, a little bit of a boost, and tomorrow you're going to get up even a little bit earlier and see if you can't do it. When that alarm goes, you put those feet on the floor, get at it, and the sooner you get, what's that old Aaron Tippin? Is that his name? Aaron Tippin song says you got to get it started if you want to get it done. So that's the way we're going to look at that at today, and that's the way I'm looking at this book. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, and Lord willing, we'll talk in the next day or two, and I'll give you an update. Talk to you later. Bye.